Yo, some people just take their job a little too serious. All right, so I don't even know how to start this, but pretty much I went to go to a store. You guys can probably tell what store it is, and this lady just made me so annoyed that when I got home, I literally created her in the game just to win a match against her. That's how annoyed I was. Look at this. So if you do this too, then let me know. But I feel like I'm the only one that does this. She just got me so annoyed. All right, so what happened in the store was I went and I was shopping at a store. You guys can probably tell by the color scheme and all that where the store was. So tell me how there's like a bunch of employees and stuff breaking down boxes and getting rid of them, right? And I go up to an employee and I ask, hey, like, is it cool if I take one of these boxes? Now, keep in mind, none of these boxes are labeled with any of their logos, anything like that. So, as I did read online, I Googled it to see if it was going to be a big deal. Because anytime I go to BJ's Wholesale or Costco's or any of those big stores that don't have bags, they normally just give you boxes because a lot of the product there is bigger. But I found out from shopping at those bigger stores that it's a little easier just to put everything in a box and just take it with you, right? In most cases, like if it's like a lot of stuff, it's just easier to do that. Whether you bag it and put it on the box or you just put the products in like without the bags on the box. And if you guys do gig work, that's a hack that you can use to deliver whatever you're delivering. Just get a box from the store and do it that way. But so in this particular case, the box has no markings or no anything, right? And I had my products in the box. I was leaving the store and a greeter comes over to me and says, yeah, it's against policy that people take these boxes home. And I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, don't you guys throw these out? So whatever. That was the one interaction. I went back later that day, did the same exact thing, and then she tried saying that she got yelled at by her manager before for allowing someone to go home with the box. And I'm like, I thought this lady was a manager because she just gives manager vibes, as you guys can tell by the footage in the video game footage, right? This is the picture again right here for those of you guys want to see the picture again. But yeah, I'm like, I thought you were the manager. And then I ask her, I'm like, is there any proof of you getting in trouble for this? Because to me, it doesn't make sense. Like, I understand, because I looked it up. I understand that some places don't want to be connected to anything. So like, let's say you have like a Dove chocolate box, right? But then like maybe something happened where damage was, I don't know, some damage happened to a customer's house or a car or something. And then they're like, oh, okay, this Dove box is here. Let me go after Dove, or let me contact Dove. Like, that's the kind of mindset that I'm thinking of, that they're thinking of trying to prove to me that it's true, if that made sense. Like, that's the logic that I'm assuming that they're having, that they're trying to imply onto me. So I let them know, I let this lady know that the box literally has no logos, no company logos or anything like that. It's just a normal cardboard box. Now, I'm not dumb. Like, I understand there's companies that sell cardboard, but I'm not grabbing that cardboard. That's for sale. That's unused, right? And it's packaged. It's a certain way that you could tell it's never been used. But I'm taking literally the cardboard that is being thrown out, that's already been used. Some of it's ripped, whatever. But I'm taking it and I'm not costing the company money, right? So in my head, I'm like, all right, so I'm not costing them any money by taking this cardboard. I'm making their work a lot lighter because I'm taking one out of the 100 that they're throwing away. And then 3, there's no logos on the box, so it's not. I didn't believe for 1 second that it was against company policy. But this lady, she said, "Oh, someone, I got yelled at for letting someone go out with a box." Like, no, you didn't. Where's the proof? I literally asked her. I'm like, "Do you have proof of this happening?" And then, like, because I was challenging it. I'm like, I'm not gonna be BS'd into this. Like, I'm not hurting anybody by taking a freaking box, right? So then she proceeds to say, "I mean, we could talk to a manager if you'd want." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm down for that when I come back, though. So, it's not on your time. When I come back, if I feel like coming back, then I'll talk to a manager." But I'm like, you give me manager vibes. I thought you were the manager. So it's like, that makes it even worse. Like, this lady's not even the manager. She's taking her job way too serious. Like, in my head, I'm just like, dude, you get paid like $5 an hour. Like, why are you giving me a hard time? I'm just literally just trying to bring these out. And I'm not trying to say like people are better than others or whatever. But it's like, you chose to be a Walmart greeter. Like, don't put your frustrations out on other people, because some people don't want their receipts checked. Other people just want to bring boxes, right? It's not breaking any policy. You're not breaking any rules. That just annoyed me. I don't know. It just annoyed me. And I think it annoyed a lot of people. Let me know in the comments if that would annoy you. If someone just stopped you, right? And I didn't get stopped. I actually went up to them and said, "Hey, here's the receipt," whatever. Because, they like to check the receipts. But I just recently saw there's a video talking about the training that they do at to be a greeter. And if a customer just says goes like this and doesn't want to show their receipt, they're required to just let them leave and say like, "Oh, have a good one," and just be nice and polite. So there's a little thing for you guys. If you guys want to look that up, look up the training for the blue store. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but look up the training for that and let me know what you think. But again, to get back to this lady, again, this one right here, this lady right here, yeah, she took her job way too serious. No one yelled at her for letting a customer go with boxes. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, I understand maybe if they had like 5-10 boxes and it just looked obnoxious, I understand. But if it's just one box, right, that's not gonna make a difference, right? I'm using up a box that you guys are gonna already toss out, dismantle and toss out, right? Like, I'm not breaking any rules. It's not against Walmart policy, right? And Walmart's the store, if you guys were curious, if you didn't notice from the picture, but it's not against their policy, right? And I even looked it up. It said it depends. It does depend per store, because there are stores that don't want that happening. Even though it's not against policy, but they don't want any chance of anything happen. So they just, I'm assuming there's some stores that don't allow it at all. But this store ain't one of them, right? I asked multiple people if I can borrow boxes. Not one person said one thing about it. Not one person said, "Oh, this might be against policy, but I'll let you have it anyways." Not one person said that. So I have a hard time believing this lady that told me that it's against policy to take a box. Like, no, it's not. It's not that serious. This interaction is not even going to last 40 seconds. What's the big deal of me taking a box with product? Like, I'm spending money at the store. What's the point of complaining that I'm taking a box? It's really not that serious. And when I left, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna create her and put her in a match. I'm gonna put her through in the video game. I'm gonna put her through tables. I'm gonna climb the ladder and elbow drop. If you guys do that, please let me know. I'm sure I'm not the only one that does this. But yeah, if anything ever gets me annoyed, I do that. I create them in the game. I don't play that wrestling game as much anymore. But anytime anyone gets me to that point where I'm just like so annoyed with them, if I want to erase them from my mind, I literally create them in the game and then win a match against them. And if they make me so annoyed, I put them in a handicap match. I put them in a 3 versus 1 handicap match. Uh, oh man, please let me know if someone else does this stuff, man. That's just, it's funny. But anyways, but yeah, that was the most like weird interaction that I've ever had at any store. Like just to complain about the smallest little things when there's other things that you should be worrying about, like people shoplifting, like freaking a can of pickles that spilled in the aisle, but you're over here complaining that I'm taking a freaking box that you're gonna throw away. That's the thing that just annoys me. It reminds me of, like, I don't know, every job has that one person that takes their job a little too serious, where I don't know what their intentions are. Maybe they're trying to get promoted, trying to look good to the manager to potentially get promoted or get more money or whatever the motivation is. No job is worth taking that serious. Now, if it's like an actual serious job, that makes sense. But being a freaking greeter, like, dude, you're not security. Like, chill out, relax. It's not a big deal. The company's not losing money by me taking a cardboard box and putting the product that I paid for in the box to make it easier for me to just bring to the car, bring to wherever I need to go, whatever, right? I actually, this is kind of random, but I actually have parrots, right? And I have a backpack where it's like clear. As you can see, I have the seat covers in the back because sometimes we put them in the car. But I had one of them in my backpack. It's a clear backpack. And this is a completely, is it the different? Actually, this is the same Walmart, but a different lady. And then the lady, I just went in there to use the bathroom, right? Because I already shopped for my stuff, and then I think early in the day, but I just stopped there to use the bathroom. So I go in, and then lady goes, you can't bring that in here. I'm like, dude, it's a parrot in the backpack, a clear backpack. That's how she knew that it was a parrot in there. It's like those clear cat backpacks, you know, where you can carry your cat around, but like this was for the bird. So whatever, I went in there with Luna to the store, and she goes, yeah, you can't have that in here. I'm like, all right, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I'm literally just going to the bathroom. Yeah, we just can't have that in here. But it's like, I've seen people bring in their dogs that are not service dogs, right? Because there are a lot of states, I'm not sure if all the states in the country do this, but a lot of states make it law that you have to allow people to bring their service dogs in the store. Well, I've seen people bring their normal dogs in the store that aren't service dogs, that don't have any paperwork or certification, whatever it may be. But you're telling me they can do that, but I can't bring a parrot that's in my bag? Like, that makes no sense. And that's funny because this is the same Walmart too. This is the same exact location that I had that other issue with that other lady about the box. Now, it might seem like maybe, yeah, I'm just like, you know, going in here and breaking all these rules, but I promise that's not even what it is. Like, this is the only store that does this, right? No other store complains about stuff like that. It's always this store. And I always see it on social media of just people getting complained, or not, that's not the right word. People getting bitched at about just the simplest little things. Like, it really is not that serious. And anyone who takes their job too serious like that, like, it's just a joke to me, honestly. And in my head, I'm just like thinking like, all right, please don't let me just, I hope I don't get to that point ever where I just worry about the smallest little things and just try to cause inconvenience for people. And let me know in the comments if I'm being too harsh, but it's like, it's really not that serious. It's really not that serious. So like situations like that, you kind of just have to ignore, right? And if you're like me, you just have to create them in a video game and then beat them in a match, you know. You know, just look at this picture again. I try to be as close as possible. That's probably not even what the lady looks like, but I got the blue going on, and the hairline. It's, you know, just shave it off like me. You know what I mean? Oh my God, man, that interaction was hilarious. But yeah, like I don't know. I feel bad if you watching this video work with a coworker that takes their job a little too serious. Like, that's way above their pay grade. I'm pretty sure. Because I thought they were a manager. They gave me manager vibes. And then to say, oh, I got in trouble by my manager. I thought you were the manager. Like, I don't know. You're not even a manager, but you're over here trying to do manager things. That doesn't make sense to me. Oh man, I would never. I can never be like if I'm a security guard or like something like that makes sense. But dude, you're literally just telling people hi and bye, and verifying receipts. It's not that serious. And then there's stores that do that I don't understand why they check receipts. Why? Why? You're not paying to shop there. Like a place like BJ's Wholesale, Costco's, like I understand that. Sam's Club as well. Like I understand that because you're paying to shop there. But a place that you don't pay to shop there, checking your receipt, like what's the point of cameras, right? As a matter of fact, what's the point of self-checkout if you're only gonna have one open when there's 10 self-checkout registers? That's another thing that bothers me. There's so many self-checkouts and there's literally 1 to 2 of them working. What's the point of self-checkout? I remember when that first came out, I forget what year it was, and I made a joke. I'm like I'm coming on a Friday so I could pick up my check, since I'm literally being my own cashier. Like I'm gonna pick up my check this Friday because I did 2 minutes worth of work, scanning my own items, paying for the items myself, and then bagging them for myself. Like, damn. These companies, man, they're trying to cut costs, and that's the way they did it. Or they're just, I don't know, because they have, like, a lot of these stores have enough employees to have all the registers open. I don't understand on a busy day to have just 1 to 2 registers open on the self-checkout and then like 1 line open on the regular. You have enough employees to get people out of the store. Why be, I don't know. I maybe I'm missing something, but what's the point of having the store so cluttered of people waiting in line when there doesn't have to be a line like that? Like, I get each register has to be counted, whatever, like just do it then. What's the point of having all these people here, all these employees here, and you don't even have them like on the line to check out? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, a lot of stores do things that I always wonder why. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, guys, that was my story. Let me know if you guys do that. If someone gets you so annoyed that you create them in the video game. Am I the only one that does this? Or does anyone else out there do this? Oh my God. I didn't even know if I wanted to share that. Like, that's just like, I don't know, that's just a me thing. That's how people channel their feelings, their anger, different ways. Some people punch trees. Some people smash their TVs. Me, I just create the person, put them in a video game, and just beat them up, win the match, win the championship over them. Like, that's my way of getting over on them. I literally just do that. So let me know in the comments if you guys do that. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Take care, guys.